Welcome and welcome back to another series of Publish That Book Now. If you missed the first video about mindset, I'm going to link it here so you don't miss out. We talked about, I'm not even going to talk about it. You're going to see it. Now, I want you to get cozy, all right? Get on your bed, your couch, your favorite spot. For some people, it's the floor, hey. And I want you to take a deep breath with me. So let's inhale through the nose, hold for 2, and release. We're releasing any stress that's associated with the writing process, because we are here to learn, grow, and have fun. And I don't know why I'm fronting for, because I got this book. Listen, the books that I have written have all been on my phone or my computer. Yes, I said it, my phone, Google Docs. This is my journal. But we're going to get to it. Today, we're going to focus on the essentials on creating that manuscript that stands out. And we're going to go way back. I'm going to show you a vintage clip of me, so don't judge. And in this clip, you're going to get the tips to beat writer's block. I'm also going to give you some questions that you can use as an outline to prepare your manuscript, some really great programs to support the writing process, and of course, resources that I have used personally to help me not only format my books, but to help the editing process, okay? Because it's not enough to be a great writer. You have to have a great editor. And guess what? Even if you're not a great writer, if you have a great editor, it doesn't matter. You just have to have an amazing story to tell. So if you're like, yeah, I want to write, but I'm not really great at writing, it doesn't matter. Like, if you have a great story, you just need a great support system and team. And I'm going to help you to have access to that. Lastly, and most importantly, I am going to give you some tools on how not to sabotage your writing career before it starts, okay? Because sometimes authors will take shortcuts. Nah, you don't want to do this. Remember, this is a marathon, not a race. So let's get to it, all right? We're going to go way back. If you already written your story, congratulations. You can use tips in this section to polish your manuscript. For those of you with a great concept who aren't sure where to start, try establishing a writing routine or schedule. As a busy mom with limited time, I schedule 30-minute writing sessions at the beginning and end of each workday. I woke up at 6 a.m. and wrote for 30 minutes and then sat down to write again at 9 p.m. after my kids went to sleep. I protected my writing time as though someone was paying me to write. I made sure to find balance by giving myself breaks on the weekends. Once you decide when and how often you will write, schedule it like an appointment on your calendar and make no excuses. Morning and evening writing worked for me, but you have to find what works for you. One of my coaching clients decided to use her lunch breaks to write her manuscript. Scheduling her writing time in the middle of the day helped her stay focused. Once you establish a disciplined practice for your writing, you will find it much easier to complete your manuscript. As you sit down for your scheduled writing time, remember to cultivate the right mindset as we discussed in the previous section. Now that you schedule a time to write, consider what platform will you use to write. I like to use Google Docs because it's password protected, it automatically saves my progress, and I can access it on my phone. I get book ideas in the most random and inconvenient times. So, accessing Google Docs from my phone allows me to jot down my ideas before I forget. There are plenty of word processing programs available, so try a few until you find the one that works best for you. You may be thinking, choosing the right writing platform is not my issue. I have a great concept, but I'm struggling with writer's block and don't know where to start. Well, try one of the following tips to get your creativity flowing. Number 1, enhance your workspace. Adding color and organizing your space can stimulate your mind. 2, take a break and move your body. Any activity such as taking a walk will wake up your senses and restore your creativity. Number 3, write anything. Write anything and everything that comes to mind to get the words flowing again. Number 4, show me the money. Pretend like someone is paying you big money to write a chapter, and you can't get paid unless it's done by the end of the week. Even if you end up with a very rough draft. It's better than nothing. Once you complete the first draft of your manuscript, make sure to go back and edit it. You can start the editing process with your standard spell check, or you can use a free spell checker such as Grammarly. I also recommend either reading your book out loud or utilizing a program such as a read out loud. Trust me when I say that hearing your words read out loud is a game changer, and you will discover many errors this way. Once you've done your initial edits, it's a great idea to have an extra set of eyes review your work. There are a ton of great resources you can use to find freelancers who can edit your manuscript and even translate it if you want to offer your book in multiple languages. Upwork, Fiverr, Create, and ServiceScape are good places to start. I recommend having at least 2 to 3 professional editors review your work. Why did I say 2 to 3? Well, because even though you are using a professional editor, they are human beings, not robots, and they can still miss errors. Publishing with a major error in your writing can destroy your career before it even starts. Your reputation as a writer is essential. If people pay for your work and see errors, they will feel like they wasted their money, and they will probably write horrible reviews about your work. So trust me when I say it's best to hire a few professional editors, because once your book is published, it's out there in the universe for years to come. I know you want to be proud of it, so try to avoid taking shortcuts. If you are still struggling to complete your manuscript, answer these few questions. They can help you find new topics to explore, which can pull you out of a writing rut. For example, who is your target audience? What will your book offer? What steps will readers go through to experience your vision? These simple questions can technically form the outline for your manuscript. Additional questions that we all have to ask include: what makes our book set apart from others in the same genre? And of course, the most obvious, what is your title? Hopefully, now that your manuscript is ready to go, it's important to format and create cover artwork. For most authors, I recommend formatting your book for Kindle, EPUB, and paperback editions. If you are creating a book for adults, you may want to hire a narrator once your book is complete so you can offer an audio version of your book. You may want to have your book available in hard copy as well. It's ideal to find someone who can complete both your illustrations and formatting. Unfortunately, many authors pay thousands for illustrations only to discover formatting issues with the illustrations and text. Many companies will charge you a flat fee to complete illustrations and formatting services to streamline the process. Once they are complete, you still own all the rights to your work and files. Before you hire an illustration and formatting service, it's important to know if you plan to sell your book on either Amazon via KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing, or if you want it to be available in bookstores, major retailers, and libraries. To do the latter, you will need to utilize Ingram Spark. I personally have all my books on both Amazon and Ingram Spark to increase my reach. However, many authors only use one. Note that one of the requirements for uploading your book on Ingram Spark is your publisher's name or imprint. I also know a few authors that utilize local printing companies to support small businesses. Therefore, you need to do your research and decide what option is best for you. An optional option is to create an imprint. Did you know that you can create a publisher's imprint without starting an official company? I find that other self-published authors often use their last names, like Johnson Publishing, without even creating an official company, just to get started. However, If you really want to create a brand and establish an official publishing company, then I suggest you do some research and find a name that is not already in use. You can go to a site such as LegalZoom and perform a free legal name search. Back to life. All right, let me stop right there. But quick check-in. What is your biggest takeaway so far? Drop it in the comments. I love to hear from you. We are a community. And if this video was helpful to you so far, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's also in this writing process. Listen, we don't have to struggle alone in science. There's so much data out here, but it's just getting access to those tools. And don't forget to hit the notification bell because the next video is going to be on marketing. And marketing matters because you want to get your books into the hands of eager readers, right? Not just auntieing them, okay? So let's write our stories and inspire the world. Much love.